Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol SDRL. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this may look like several days worth of time right here, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did do this analysis a couple weeks ago, and the nice thing about my chart provider eSignal is whenever I put up an annotation, it just remembers where those lines are at. So coming back here, you can see that the last time I did it, a whole lot of updates need to be made, as these lines look kind of goofy now being down here when the price is all the way up there. So the first thing I'm going to do is a little house cleaning. Yes, these lines I'm deleting still do pertain to the chart, but from a presentation standpoint and not wanting to have a million lines over the place that can cause clutter and confusion, just want to try to keep this as clean as possible. The first update, though, is based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. So maybe you do remember the last video I did, so this will mean a little bit more to those of you, but 335 talked about as resistance, but now that the price has not only broken above it, but continue to separate from it, that would be in an area of support. Nearer term level of support, and this would be what I would call the ideal level, meaning, hey Clay, what would make this chart look the absolute strongest going forward? If the price can continue to hold up above 370, that would make the chart look very powerful. You can see multiple times today, the bears try to press down through there, but 370 right around that area did a fantastic job of holding that support. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that if the price falls below 370, that the entire chart's ruined. Not saying that at all. That would just be that preferable area. Now, what about levels of resistance? So if this upwards move is going to continue, where are some potential battlegrounds at? The first thing I want to note is just kind of this little trend line here. So that would be kind of the first step in any sort of movement to new highs or anything. Got to get up through that trend line, so keep an eye on that. So that'll be the initial area of resistance. But if the price can break through there and then kind of clear through this 390-ish area, let's map out at least one more level of potential resistance. For this, I'm actually going to go to another time frame, so I don't have to scrunch up the chart too much. Always a good reason, or always a good problem to have, though. I mean, if assuming you're long, when the price is up at areas that hasn't been for a very long time, that's always a good sign. Oh, that makes it easy. So $4 is going to be that next level. $4, not only is it that nice round number, but you look back here through the history of the chart, and you can see on this very solid bounce here, that's exactly where it got rejected from. So $4 will be that next key level, but first got to get through that little orange line that I drew right there. All in all, though, very nice way to end the week, so it'll be interesting to see if the bulls can continue to build upon this momentum going forward. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend.